Hey, misbehaving. Why don't you have Miss Nomer come over here and panel up with me? She ain't got a cam. She ain't got a cam. Have her come panel up with me. We'll talk about it. See, Miss B, because that's your husband in the chat. That's your husband. Prove me wrong. Have Miss Nomer come up on your panel. Prove me wrong. Have Miss Nomer come up on your panel. And who do you think you are reaching out to people's family? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Come on, Miss B. All you gotta do to make me look real stupid right now is have Miss Nomer go up on your panel. And it can't be that woman that you had call my house and say she was Laura. I thought she was like 37 years old. I thought she was way younger than me. But in order for me to find some family member to message, like she did to Miss D, I have to look her up. I mean, I stand behind it. I'm just waiting. There's Miss B's over there lying her ass off. That's the only way that Miss Nomer would be typing in Miss B's chat right now while she's live. You're never going to see those two on a panel together. That's just my suspicion. I mean, I can't prove it. But we have shown that Miss Nomer and Miss B are the same person. I don't know. I've never talked to him. I've never heard his voice. But a couple weeks ago, I got a text from Miss Nomer or Miss B saying my husband tried to call you. And then about 30 seconds after that, I got his phone call. And they were trying to say they were Laura. So, I don't know. They could come over here. Yeah, I heard he was up there. But I didn't listen. He wouldn't come on mine when I called him on mine. He wouldn't answer the phone for me neither when I tried to call him. Yeah, because they know that we know they're lying. I mean, anybody could go look at that catfish video that I have put up, and you can see the similarities are just, especially in the dental work. And then there's two dimples high up, close to Misbehaving and Miss Nomer's earlobes. It's like two videos back on my channel. Smells like catfish in here or something. But there's two dimples high up on her cheekbones on Miss B's and Miss Nomer's. Now, those aren't a common place. Yeah, it's on my channel a couple videos back. Miss Nomer and Miss B have both those dimples. They're kind of right close to the earlobes. You can see them, even though the misbehaving is photoshopped and the misnomers isn't. You can see those very distinctive dimples, and you can also see. Hey, did you ever figure out something to eat? Yeah, it's on this channel about 2 videos back. I mean, did you ever find something to eat, Black Rock? You said you were going to figure something to cook. I had Indian food earlier. I had some rice cauliflower with a little bit of bamboo shoot and some curry and chickpea right on top of that. It was pretty good. Oh, that lady Jen, she left a long time ago. Pork chops and fried taters. You got to boil them, slice them, then fry them. I think what happened with them, with Jen, is that when her and Misdemeanor got up and left, yeah, whistle now. Well, when they got up and left, Carla and them, they left without a word quietly. And I think that Misbehaving all them expected a huge fight and a drama fallout, but they didn't get that from them. So they waited for a year because they wanted to have that last word and made up this story about Misbehaving talking to Miss D's child. I don't believe that. It's been very lively. Very lively. Oh, I don't know, that miserable old woman stealing from children. I don't know how Diane got away with that. What it is she did it. Diane did it, and she don't give a fuck. And if you don't like it, you don't have to like it because she already got the money, so she don't care. She won't be able to rip the community off like that again. Ain't nobody going to super chat her like that again. But I was hoping that Miss B would come over here and tell me about myself, or Miss Nomer, or Johnny would come over here and tell me about myself. Panel up. If Miss Nomer, it's got to be the same exact profile. Yeah. I tell you what, I'm very convinced that Miss Nomer and Miss B are the same person. I really. They slice the chops. Oh yeah, they got to be thick. And a lot of times I'll cut the center out of them, right? I'll cut the center out of them like into a circle of a big thick chop, right? And then you take that centerpiece and cut it in half, and then you place the bottom back in it, the bottom part, and then you put your cheese, or a lot of times you could. Yeah, he does it. You can take some cheese, a little ranch, powdered ranch in there, or you can put pico in the middle of it, and then put that other centerpiece back on top, and have your inside out chop. Boursin cheese is really good on the inside of a stuffed chop. If you really wanted to be good with that, you take that thick chop and do it like I said. Put that boursin in the middle of it, and then potato crust it. Batter it in potato crust your chop, and then cook it on low heat and olive oil. They're really good, like potato encrusted salmon, potato encrusted chops taste good too. But what do I know? Well, I thought I'd give her the opportunity to her and Miss Nomer and her husband. I mean, that's the only way that she can be on panel. Well, not really. You can actually be on panel and typing in the chat at the same time. There's been times where I've been on 3 different panels at the same time. It just depends on how many devices you have. Well, maybe her husband will. Or maybe Miss Nomer has left comments for me over and over and over again the whole time I've been going live, that Miss Nomer has had some smart shit to say to me every time. being mean and nasty to me, talk to me about my son, and then be right in the Discord as misbehaving, being really nice. You know, she sent the family. I have cameras, and I told them that I had cameras all around this mobile home that I bought. We got cameras all around, and she said, "Well, Bryan, we just want you to be safe, so we're going to send you a ring, one of those ring devices." And I told her, I said, "Well, that's okay. I don't need it. I'm good." You know, she kind of insisted, but she sent it to me. She sent it to me anyway, and we like it. We use it. And we appreciate. I had my daughter make a video for her for that. But I don't understand how you can be that nice and be concerned for my family in one instance, yeah, but be trolling me and being nasty to me in another. That is some bipolar, two-faced, fucked up bullshit. It would be very nice if I would have the opportunity to be proven wrong that Miss Nomer is not Miss B, and that I could apologize. But I don't think that's going to happen. Because it's not fucked up to pretend you're somebody else. What's fucked up is pretending you're somebody else and being really nasty to somebody under a fake name, but being nice to them to their face. That's what's fucked up. She says, priest. I said, pastor, father. Oh, yeah, I know that. Randy did have fall in love with that Fod girl. It's a shame. Well, you know, Fod is very clever. Fod can woo the panties off a YouTuber she's never met from states away. Imagine that. And here all the time I thought Fod was an idiot. Everybody likes bacon. Some of these churches are kind of weird these days. I have an issue of mine with this whole speaking in tongues thing that they do. I do a lot of praying and stuff like that, and I've never had a spirit come over me to speak in tongues. Right? And in fact, when you go back, I don't want to get too religious here, but I will for a second. But if you go back and read in Acts, where Paul was writing to the churches, he spoke about speaking in tongues. And what it clearly says, they're talking about the day of Pentecost when the Spirit overcame all these people and they started speaking in tongues. But Paul also wrote that if you're going to speak in tongues, let there be an interpreter there to tell what language it is so that the other people in the church, you know, you have to have an interpreter if you speak in tongues, according to the Bible. That means an interpreter, that you have the gift of tongues, and this other person have the gift of interpretation. And if there's no interpreter there, according to the scripture, then you shouldn't speak in tongues. It says, let them be quiet. Because God is not the author of confusion. Just imagine you're a new churchgoer, and you're not someone that has always went to church, and you chose a Pentecostal or Apostolic church, and you walk in and you see people going, blah, 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 but you don't know what they're saying. That's confusing. You made a large garden salad? Yeah, so I don't believe in the speaking in tongues thing. I just don't. I think that if you have the gift of speaking, see, when you speak in tongues, that's God's way of showing you how to pray. Like if you don't know what to pray, if you don't know what to say to God, let's say you had God's attention for a moment, just for 2 seconds, it's your turn. I mean, you're not going to know what to say. So the Spirit comes over you and prays for you, and that's why you're speaking in tongues. It prays for you. Another reason why that speaking in tongues is so important to the Christian community is the rapture is not going to happen until the word is spread to all four corners of the world. So they want some of these prophets and preachers to be able to speak in different tongues so they go to other countries and those people will understand them. That's right. And see, organized religion, because according to Scripture, I don't want to get too far into this, but your relationship with God is personal. It's between you and Him. However, you should associate yourself with people that you know have a relationship with God that's working. That's why they have churches for people to mingle that share the same interests. That's all. You shouldn't steal from sick children. Yeah, the thing of it is, with Diane, she kind of told the truth there for a minute, because they said when they first started their channel, that they were going to do that for St. Jude's, and a little bit would come in, like $30, $40. They send it over. But then the super chats started coming in, and it started being more money. And that's when she decided, that it's her money. She got the ball rolling on that one. Refrigerator at your bedside. Very gluttonous to keep a refrigerator at your bedside. I don't think I'd want a refrigerator in my room. Unless I had a huge room, and still then I would feel kind of bad. But there are times in the middle of the night, you'll lay there and you'll be thirsty or something, and you have to get up and go all the way to the other end of the house to get a drink. I don't know. I wouldn't do it for myself. I'm not rushing out to buy a mini fridge for my bed. What'd you do? What'd you give the house cats a catnip? Very lazy. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't understand why Miss B would want to go and bother someone. It hasn't been bothering them, hasn't talked about them for a year, and then just all up and sudden look up their family and message them. Because there's no way Miss D's daughter just up and misses Miss B. There's no way that happened. That's what I have. I have a laptop. I keep a Gatorade there. Because Gatorade, it don't matter if it gets warm. You just put a lid back on it. I have a laptop, a fan, a phone charger. I have a lamp. I watch TV until I fall asleep. And me and Nicole got this. We've been having trouble with beds here lately. We went and got this. She wanted a more comfortable bed because we had the same bed for several years. So I got one of those Sealy memory foam mattresses. And those don't require a box spring. So we got rid of the other box spring and mattress. And the foam couldn't just sit on the metal frame. So I went ahead and told her, go ahead and order us a platform frame. So she gets this one off Finger Hut of all places. It was $538. I couldn't figure out how to build it, so I paid a buddy of mine, and he said it was junk, that it wasn't, the parts weren't right and everything. But he built it, and it broke. It just fell one day. Things wouldn't stay on it. But I put it back together. I was able to get it back together, and it stayed for a couple of days. Then it broke again. So they don't want to offer any type of discount or anything like that. So I told them I'm not paying for it, period. I'm not paying for it. I don't care. Put it on my credit. I don't care. I ain't paying for that. So we bought another one. We bought another box spring bed frame. Yeah, even if I get up in the middle of the night for a snack, like sometimes you'll get up in the middle of the night for a snack, I'll get up, but I'll come out here and I'll sit out here and munch, and then I'll throw everything away and wipe everything down and go back to bed. I don't like to have too much food in the room. She probably has a microwave in her room. I heard she's got a brick pizza oven in there. She's got a wok. She's got 6 Pitco deep fryers in there. She has a smoker in there to smoke stuff with. Hell, she even has a little campfire in case she wants to roast some marshmallows. She's got all that stuff in there. It's like a PF change. You walk in her bedroom. I'm telling you. She got chefs on duty, servers. She's even got a host at the door that will walk her to her bed and ask her what she likes some water. A porta potty. Well, yeah, as long as she's got a 5-gallon bucket, she doesn't have to take up that much. You just slide that under the bed, Hell, just a 5-gallon bucket would probably do. I remember one time we were Mandolin, and I like Mandolin, even though we don't get along. I like her. She's a little bit goofy, but she reminds me of somebody, and I like her for that. But she said in Wendy B's Discord one time, she goes, "Y'all have to just overlook Bryan. He hasn't made it past the 5th grade." And I said, "Y'all just have to overlook Mandolin. She hasn't made it past the buffet bar at the Golden Corral." Poor thing. It was just a funny joke. Amanda might be a big girl, but she's not ugly. It's a bedroom, not a camera. For fuck's sake, the court, bro. Oh, eating blueberry pie. So she's like that girl, Violet from the Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. The Violet girl that turned blue and swelled up and then exploded. That one. I think I did a video of her like that once. I don't know. I remember. One went is so fake. Other fake people go, "Damn, you are fake as fuck." Her failed merchandise. I don't know, Wendy. But I have to give Wendy credit. I mean, she is OG drama. She knows how to handle it. So is Randy. You want drama? Those bitches will give it to you. That's for sure. And they have thick skin. They're not worried about what nobody says for real. They're not going to come out here pouting. For me. Black Lips. That's a new name. What's up? Yeah, MFW was off the chain sometimes. She was a little bit off the hook. But she gave it out. She put it out there for real a lot of times. I didn't like her much, but I would go listen to her because she just kind of put it out there like it is sometimes. I know she was making a lot of money on YouTube, and I hope she finds a way to support herself. That's all I can say. Anyways, it looks like Miss B ain't gonna come over here, so I'm gonna go back to being awesome. You guys have fun. I'll see you soon. Much love, Pepper. Sergeant Blackrock. I give no credit to scammer followers and bullies of stricken people. Yeah, and they weaseled their way out of that one. At any rate, I can't say I haven't been that nasty before, but you learn over the years when you see other people do it, and you realize that you shouldn't be doing that stuff either. I said some nasty stuff to people. I'm not gonna be like that. Y'all take it easy now.